Yes, sir.
All right, are we all here then? All right. Well, let's call to order the public hearing for Yamhill County Budget Committee 2021-22.
All right. And so typically, oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. I was referring to you.
All right. So I was just going to say, historically, I mean, we do have hearing requirements associated with the budget adoption process, and historically how we've done this to satisfy Oregon budget law is the Yamhill County holds two hearings. We hold a hearing on the first night of the budget committee to receive public comment on the budget. And as I mentioned earlier during the budget committee meeting, as provided in the notices that we had two notices in the newspaper, and we've also had this posted on the county website since we did publish the first public hearing notice. We advised that we were taking written comment only, and so I can I'm going to do one quick look one more time at the inbox and see if we've received any public comment, and I am not seeing that we've received any general public comment on the budget. I did forward, because we did have a request from Soil and Water Conservation District for a Title III project. So I sent that, and then I believe Carrie just sent it as well. So it'd be part of the package for deliberations on Wednesday. And I'm just going to go off my list here that I've put together. We've also received a funding request from Yamhill County ARES for funding for radio equipment. That's in your binder. And they're asking for $2,750. We have a request from CASA, court appointment, or I should know this, court appointed special advocates.
Yep.
So we have a request. They're asking for an additional $2,000. Previously, the county in 1039 has always given CASA $4,000. So there's a request for an additional $2,000, and there's details in the memo or the proposal they submitted. We have the next request was from Homeward Bound Pets, asking for $5,000 for operational support. We have a request from Your Community Mediators. We already have built into the budget $10,000 in 1039. That's been a recurring allocation over the years to Your Community Mediators. They're asking for an additional $5,000. And then I already mentioned the Soil and Water Conservation District. So I already mentioned that one. So I already had it on my list. So we've received 5 community requests for funding. And I'm not seeing any other written comments on the budget as proposed. And that's what we have for public testimony or public comment to acknowledge as part of the hearing. A little bit different than in previous years where we were sitting here till 11 o'clock at night listening on presentations and things. So
yeah, and the only comment I received was a comment on social media that says that we should be budgeting more for garbage pickup along the roads. I think Ken Friday addressed earlier and increased his budget. So that's the only feedback I got.
But other than that, no other comments came through the BOC info where we receive all of our public comment.
So aside from reading through these right now, we're not discussing details or suggestions or motions. It's just read through these and we'll discuss them further on Wednesday, correct?
Right, because typically for something like this, the whole intent of these hearings is to receive comment. not necessarily to deliberate or take action. And also keeping in mind it's the first night of budget, the first day of budget presentation. So any comments or deliberations or actions that would be taken will be taken on Wednesday.
Well, then, are there any other actions we need to take before we close this down for the night?
No?
Nope. All right. Well, I appreciate the people who did submit, and we all will review these and be ready to discuss and move on them on Wednesday. And I'd say we adjourn for the night, and we'll